Hey friends, I'm coming on to do another April Use It or Lose It craft, and this time I'm going to create some paper clips. I like creating cute little seasonal paper clips for my planner, and I don't have one for Easter, which I thought that I did, but I don't. So I pulled out a couple different things that could work as paper clips. So first are these little felt eggs from the Dollar Tree, because these will actually fit back to back with a pattern on both sides, and then you could put your paper clip in between and have patterns on both sides. Another thing that would work is these little bunnies. The only problem with the bunnies is they would not work back to back. So, but in order to kind of sandwich in your paper clip, you would just put them facing together like this, and then the back of your paper clip would be white and it would hide where you glued your paper clip. And the same goes for these little foam stickers. They won't work back to back, but they will work like this. And if you don't want to waste two of these items, you can always cut a small piece of scrapbook paper or a small piece of felt to cover up the glue. But I don't mind using two of these and making my paper clips a little thicker. So let's start with the eggs first. I do have my hot glue gun on because we will be using that to add in our paper clip. But I'm going to start by pulling off the backing to these little clips. Or, I'm sorry, these eggs. And I think we're going to use this one. And we're going to put it, so I'm going to turn it to the side. I want to make sure I don't put it too far. I want to have this second part of the clip down. So maybe we'll put it about right there. And then I'm going to take my glue gun, because I want to reinforce this. I want to make sure my paper clip stays. And I'm using my little finger protector from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to hold that for a second, kind of working that glue in. And then I'm going to probably add just a little bit more. And as you can see with this foam, it is starting to melt it a little bit. So you do want to be mindful and careful of that. And then I'm going to go back around with some glue, because these are pretty old. And then we are going to do our best to line these two up. And of course, if it's not perfect, you could trim. The main thing is you don't want to see any of that glue or adhesive. And we have our first paper clip. And I think I would have liked to have the paper clip come down just a little bit, because this is a little loose. So for my next one, I'll make sure that the paper clip is down a little further. All right, so let's do our little bunny. So I'm going to bring my paper clip down a little bit more for it to be a little bit sturdier. And then let's add a good amount of glue. And then I'm just going to press that in there. And it makes such a mess when you do that. All right, and then we're going to attach our two pieces together. And again, just do your best to line it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then this time I'm going to take my bone folder and go over the ears and the face, turn it over. Make sure it's adhered to that paper clip nicely. And that one is super cute. So let me grab this scrap again. And here is our second little paper clip. And of course the back is just going to be white on that one. All right, let's try it with this. Let's try it with this rooster. Now, the back of this rooster is adhesive. I'm going to leave the paper on this. I don't know how long that would last, and I don't know how the hot glue is going to do with this foam. So this is going to be an experiment to see how it does. So let's put our paper clip about right there, because this could melt the foam and not work at all. So it's a good experiment to see how it does. And I think that's what's happening here. All right, we got that pressed down. Let's see what happens when I got all this glue string here. Let's try to add these two together and see how it does. I don't think I've ever tried to do the foam ones before, so we're doing this together. Add some glue and try to line these up. You could put this on a piece of paper and cut it out so it has a paper background instead of this, or you could use cornstarch to take off the stickiness. I just decided to leave the paper on. So that isn't too bad. It's not, definitely not perfect, but I think it's cute. And if you just put it on like your planner for the year and it kind of, you know, you don't want to keep it after that, or you put it on like a loaded pocket. I think these turned out super cute and an awesome way of using up your little stickers and table scatter, ephemera, and items in your stash. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by and crafting with me today. These turned out super adorable, and I think this one is going to go on my planner for Easter because it is so cute. I like the pink around the bunny and the little bit of glitter, white glitter there is super cute, but this one is adorable too. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to comment down below. I love reading your comments. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I will see you here for the next project. Bye.